Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm gonna be giving you part 19 of What If. Tsunade was Naruto's mother. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share it to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out Uchiha Naruto the Sage part 31. I just posted a new episode on my second channel, and also I'll be giving you what if Naruto was trained to be a mercenary after this. So make sure to stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way. And if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice or the first time you're seeing one of my videos, what are you waiting for? I know you see that red subscribe button, so go ahead and click it. Just click it and join the Anime King family and turn on that bell notifications they posted, and thank you for all your help and your support. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Start the intro. You can satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. To do a little bit of a recap, in the last part, Naruto went on a mission with Yamato where he fight off against 3 unknown ninjas. After defeating all of them, one of them got controlled by something Naruto didn't understand, but it exploded before Naruto could question it or anything, while Yamato was captured. And behind all of this was Orochimaru, as he wanted to test the power of the young Senju. News has spread over all the nations about Naruto, and the tuning exams are going to be hectic. So yeah, if you guys haven't yet, switch across to the playlist and check it out for yourself. But let's start this new episode. Currently sitting in the meeting hall, the Hokage along with all the Jonin senseis of Konoha are gathered today to discuss the upcoming tuning exams that will be taking place in the village this year. Thank you all for coming so quickly, said Sarutobi. Now, if some of you may not know, the tuning exams are about to take place shortly. Upon hearing this, there was a large mutter, as many of the Jonin senseis were surprised that the tuning exams were starting already. After a minute or two, things settled down as the Hokage spoke once again. So I would like to hear any recommendation from those who believe that their teams are ready to take part in the tuning exams. For the next few minutes, a large number of Jonin senseis stood up where they walked to the Hokage and each recommended their teams. The 3 rookie teams were recommended. Also, Naruto was recommended, where Kushina and Yamato went up to the Hokage. After hearing this, and that Naruto will be in there, many of the Jonin senseis started to talk among themselves about how exciting the tuning exams will be this year, with the last Uchiha and the Senju heir competing. As the Jonin senseis talk among themselves, Iruka, who was currently sitting next to the Hokage, voiced his concerns about Naruto and the other rookie team entering the exams. Excuse me, Hokage, but are you sure that it's wise to have 3 rookie Genin's team? They just graduated 6 months ago and you are already letting them enter the tuning exams? I appreciate and understand your concern, Iruka, but the members of Team 7, 8, and 10 are no longer your concerns. Your senseis believe that they are ready to compete, so I trust them. As for Naruto, words already spread through the elemental nations about Naruto. But how? Asked Iruka. There are many different ways it could have spread, for things like this are rarely kept secret forever. Plus, the council is insisting on both Naruto and Sasuke enter this year's exam, and the shinobi elders are backing them up on this, as they know how much publicity our village would receive by having the 2 prodigy heirs of the 2 founder clan of Konoha competing in the tuning exams, said Sarutobi. So the boys are being used to increase our village status, said Iruka with a frown, as he didn't like how the boys were being used. I am afraid that is how the world works, Iruka, but I have faith that both of them can handle themselves in the tuning exams, as well as the other young rookie Genins, said the Hokage. At hearing this, Iruka stopped as he knew that there will be no point because the decision already had been made. After Iruka and Sarutobi finished speaking, one of the Jonin sensei spoke up. "Excuse me, Hokage, but who exactly will Naruto be working with? As you need a team to enter the Chunin exams." "Yes, I am aware of that. That is why, for the Chunin exams, Naruto is going to be joining up with Team 7. "Excuse me, Hokage," spoke up Kurenai, "but are you certain that is the correct decision? Because in the Chunin exam, a team should be able to work together to understand each other. Team 7 is a team Naruto work least well with. Would it not be better for him to join my team?" "Although that's true, Kurenai, I think the kid would do better on my team," Asuma spoke up next. "Even though he gets on well with two of your students, he doesn't exactly see eye to eye with your third student, Kiba. Which is why I think it will be best if he joined with my team because he gets along good with all of them," said Asuma. After hearing both Kurenai and his son suggestions, Sarutobi spoke up. "Although there is truth of what the both of you are saying, I think Naruto on Team 7 is the best option. As you said, Naruto gets on the least well with the members of Team 7. But yet, during their mission in the Wave Country, they were all able to put aside their differences and were able to work well as a team. That is why I believe they will do well in these exams. Plus this exam give them the ear to ear out each other and become a proper team." At hearing this, both Kurenai and Asuma sighed, but they nodded even though they wanted Naruto on their team. Sarutobi was talking the truth, and they have to admit with that. With Naruto, as he walked through the streets of Konoha, he was in deep thought, as he barely acknowledged the many people of Konoha who greeted him as they passed him. The reason he was in such deep thoughts, as he was thinking over his previous mission, as he was still wondering who took over the guy's body he was fighting, as he didn't understand, as it made him frustrated, as he wanted to know who it was, and the person seemed sure that they were going to meet again. As he continued to walk down the streets, he suddenly heard someone calling out to him, "Hey Naruto!" When he looked up, he saw that it was Sakura who was calling to him as she walked up to him. "What's up, Sakura? As I am kind of in a hurry, as Yamato Sensei and Kushina Sensei asked me to meet them, and Yamato Sensei do not like to be kept waiting," said Naruto. "Well, I was wondering if you saw Sasuke, because Kakashi Sensei told me that I must find him and we're to gather at the bridge for a special meeting," said Sakura. "Well, I haven't seen him," Naruto answered simply, as he didn't have time to waste with Sakura with her obsession about Sasuke right now. Surprised by Naruto's quick answer, she was about to ask him what was wrong with him, but then she noticed a small box with two eyes right behind Naruto. Naruto, you do know that there is some kind of weird box following you, right?" asked Sakura, unsure of what to think of this. "What?" said Naruto, as he quickly spun around, as he saw the small cardboard box with two carved out eyes. After seeing it, Naruto figured that he was so lost in thought about his previous mission, he wasn't even paying attention to his surroundings. Sighing with annoyance, "You guys can come out," said Naruto, as he waited for Konohamaru, already knowing who it was. The cardboard box then exploded with a large smoke, as then coughing was heard. "Konohamaru, you idiot, you used too much gunpowder," said a young female voice. Soon enough, the smoke vanished, and it revealed three young children, each of them with a small katana on their back, wooden of course, but it's shaped like Naruto's. Once the smoke was all gone, the three of them introduced themselves. "I am Moki, the sassiest kunoichi around," spoke the young girl. "I love algebra, call me Udon," the boy said in the glasses as he did a funny pose. "And I am the #1 ninja in the village," said Konohamaru, as like his friends, he did a funny pose. And when we are all together, we are Team Konohamaru, said the three kids together. Naruto just sighed as he wondered if his godfather Jiraiya was secretly meeting these kids and giving them tips on introduction because they introduced themselves the same way Jiraiya would have. Hey Naruto, do you know these kids? Asked a confused Sakura. Yeah, this is Konohamaru, Jiji's grandson, and these are his friends, Moki and Udon, answered Naruto. Why are they all carrying small wooden swords on their backs and it's shaped like urns? Sakura asked. You see, Konohamaru and his friends look up to me and they enjoy watching me when I was training with my katana. So I gave each of them a small wooden katana. At hearing this, Sakura had to admit that Naruto was a nice enough guy as he went through all of this to make the kids happy. So, Naruto, are you going to play ninja with us today again? Konohamaru asked as Naruto remembered back when he trained the kids with a sword, but not anything intense, just a bit how to handle the sword when he was off and didn't have any missions and didn't have any training. No, I am sorry Konohamaru, but I have some important business to do. As Konohamaru looked over, as he got a weird look on his face and then looked back at Naruto as he saw Sakura. So, boss, is she the important business that you're talking about? If you just told us that from the start, we know that you want to spend some alone time with your girlfriend, said Konohamaru. What? Sakura cried out when she heard what Konohamaru said, as he was pointing at her. Before Sakura could scream out anything, Naruto then spoke up. I am afraid that you're way off base there, Konohamaru. Sakura is not my girlfriend. She is just someone I work with now and again, nothing more, as I have no interest in anyone like her, stated Naruto calmly, as the idea of having someone like Sakura as a girlfriend was ridiculous to him. Not that she was ugly or anything, it was just that she wasn't his type, as he hated weak fangirls and he didn't have time for them. After hearing what Naruto said, Sakura seemed pleased that Naruto denied that she was his girlfriend, as her heart would only belong to her true love Sasuke. But as she thought this, she suddenly realized what Naruto said, as she grew angry at the remark. Wait, what the hell do you mean by having no interest in a girl like me? What the hell is wrong with me? She said in an angry tone. Konohamaru then spoke up. Yeah, I guess I can see why. You can do way better than her, boss. And better yet, a girl without a giant forehead like that. Upon hearing this, Naruto couldn't help, as he knew what was going to happen next, as he saw the dark aura surrounding Sakura. Konohamaru, run. What do you mean, boss? Asked Konohamaru. His question was of course quickly answered when he heard the sound of knuckles cracking. As Naruto thought back, it was similar to the way he and his mother would do when they were about to beat down someone. Knowing that he was in trouble, Konohamaru decided to take Naruto's advice as he started to run, as Sakura started to chase right after him. Seeing that Konohamaru was in trouble, Moki quickly turned to Naruto. Boss, you gotta save Konohamaru. She might actually kill him. Naruto just sighed, although he knew that Sakura wouldn't kill the young Sarutobi. He would be really bruised up. But even so, he didn't want to explain to Sarutobi why he allowed Konohamaru to get beat up. So he just sighed. Alright, Naruto said, as he and the two others run after Sakura and Konohamaru. Konohamaru was running as he wasn't paying attention as he crashed right into someone. After crashing into the person, Konohamaru found himself being pulled up by the scarf that he was wearing. That hurt, you little punk. Weren't you watch where you was going? The boy said as he held Konohamaru up by his scarf. Put him down, Kankuro, or you know that you will pay for it later, said Temari. Hey, I'm sorry, the whole thing was my fault. He only ran into you because of me, said Sakura as she finally caught up with Konohamaru. Ignoring Sakura, Kankuro quickly turned to Temari. Hey Temari, we got a few minutes before he arrived. Let's mess with these punks. Let the hell go of me, you jerk! Konohamaru cried out as he began to kick and punch for Kankuro to let him go. Oh, you're feisty, but not for long, said Kankuro as he gripped tightly on the boy's scarf, choking him a bit. I suggest that you do what he says and let him go, said Naruto in a cold tone, as he walked forward with Moki and Udon behind him. Huh? Another punk, stated Kankuro, not afraid of Naruto. At the same time, Temari raised an eyebrow as she looked at Naruto. He's not that bad looking, she said. I said, let him go, Naruto said as he narrowed his eyes on Kankuro. Well, let's see what you're going to do, said Kankuro as he raised his fist ready to hit Konohamaru. Seeing this, Naruto squeezed his fist as he was about to push off, but suddenly he saw a pebble fly past him as it hit Kankuro on the wrist, as he dropped Konohamaru immediately as he held on to his wrist. It was thrown quite hard and it was paining him. When everyone looked to where the pebble came from, they saw Sasuke sitting up by the nearby tree. You're a long way from home and way out of your league, said Sasuke as he stared at Kankuro, who was very pissed at Sasuke. Sasuke! Sakura cried out in joy, seeing that Sasuke finally made it, while Naruto just smirked, as thanks to Sasuke, Konohamaru managed to get away from Kankuro and he didn't have to lift a finger. Well, another local hottie, thought Temari as she glanced at Sasuke. Another punk to piss me off, thought Kankuro as he held onto his wrist and glared at the young Uchiha. I suggest that you get lost, said Sasuke with a cold stare. You two punks are really pissing me off, said Kankuro. You're all talk and have nothing to back it up with. That is why the shinobis of this village are so weak, said Kankuro. Is that so, said Naruto, as everyone turned their attention to him. If we are weak, what does that make you? Because everyone knows that out of the 5 great nations, the Sand is the weakest. Although, if you're asking me, that is giving you guys too much credit. If the shinobis of the Sand are even trying to beat up the kids to make themselves seem big, you guys don't even deserve a title. At hearing this, Kankuro became furious as he wouldn't stand for this punk insulting him. Why you? Growled Kankuro, where he decided that he was going to teach Naruto a lesson, as he took off the object off of his back and slammed it on the ground. What? You're going to use a crow for this? Said Temari as she looked over at him. Seeing that this might end up in a fight, and Naruto didn't want the kids to get hurt or fight in the main street of the village, and know that this would be bad for the treaty between the Sand and Konoha, he decided to run through a one-hand sign, as no one really noticed this, as Naruto was prepared to end the fight immediately. After finishing the hand seals, his hands and his boots started to glow a soft white as he removed the seals on him. These seals that were on his gloves and his boots were put on him by Jiraiya to help him train, as these seals increased the weight of each limb, as Naruto was walking around with about 80 to 100 pounds on each limb. For his training, Jiraiya taught Naruto how to do the jutsu, where he could increase the weight on his limbs, then smirk as he disappeared right in front of everyone's eyes. But before anyone could react to Naruto disappearing, he appeared right behind Kankuro and kicked away his leg, making Kankuro drop down as Kankuro was about to get up, but Naruto placed his sword at his neck. What the hell? Cried Kankuro as he didn't understand what just happened. Naruto was in front of him 1 second, and now the kid was in front of him, and Kankuro was on his knees and a sword was at his throat. So fast, thought Temari, as he appeared right behind her brother and forced him down to his knees. Even Sasuke, the kids, and Sakura were surprised as Sasuke couldn't believe it. His eyes couldn't keep up with Naruto's speed. Quickly enough though, Temari recovered as she went for her fan that she carried on her back. But before she could lift her fan off her back, she suddenly found a kunai pointed right at her jugular. As Naruto saw what she was going to do out of the corner of his eye and quickly pulled out a kunai. Don't, spoke Naruto coldly without even looking at her. Way to go, boss, you're awesome, cried Temari as he cheered Naruto on along with his 2 friends. Now then, if you know what is best for you, You two will apologize to my friend there and get lost if you know what's best for you, said Naruto in a serious tone. At hearing this, Kankuro gritted his teeth in anger. You little, damn you punk, if I could. But before he could finish speaking, another voice spoke up out of nowhere. Kankuro, that is enough. You're an embarrassment to our village. Upon hearing this voice, everyone was shocked as they didn't sense another person's presence. As he was on the same tree that Sasuke was currently sitting on, he was on another branch on the next side as he was standing upside down. As they saw Gaara. How did he get there? He didn't make a sound. None of us heard him, thought Sasuke. Whoever this guy is, he's dangerous, said Naruto. Because I didn't even sense him. He's gonna be trouble, said Naruto. Seeing the red-haired boy, Kankuro quickly became nervous knowing that he was in trouble as he started to stutter out Gaara. Hey Gaara, he stuttered. Ignoring Kankuro, Gaara looked at Naruto. Excuse me, they are fools. But please release both of them, said Gaara. Naruto then sighed as he didn't want to make the situation get worse. As he then released Temari and Kankuro. As he placed the katana back on his back. As he removed his foot from the back of Kankuro's leg, allowing Kankuro to stand back up. He then removed the kunai as he sunshined out of there and appeared right between Konohamaru and the others. Seeing this, Gaara's eyes narrowed as he turned back to stare at his brother. You know why we came all the way to Konoha, so why are you causing this trouble? Gaara asked in an emotionless tone. Listen Gaara, spoke a nervous Kankuro, who was sweating up a storm, fearing what his younger brother will do. These guys, shut up, said Gaara, cutting off Kankuro. I will kill you if you keep giving me pitiful excuse. Hearing this, Kankuro became more fearful as he gulped. You're right, it was my fault. I am sorry. I am really sorry, he said. As Gaara turned around and faced the group. As Sasuke stared at him as he noticed the boy's eyes. Cold, emotionless eyes. As Naruto looked at him as he was wondering who was this guy. As Gaara looked over, he hit Kankuro's hand so easily, allowing him to release that kid. And he took out both Kankuro and Temari within seconds, said Gaara as he looked at Naruto and Sasuke. Both of them are good, he thought. He then sunshined with the sand as he appeared next to his siblings. Let's go. We didn't come here to fool around, Gaara ordered as he looked at Temari and Kankuro. I know, spoke Kankuro as he let out a sigh of relief, knowing that he wasn't going to die. As they were walking away, Sakura came forward as she spoke up. Wait, what is it? Said Gaara as he didn't turn around to look at Sakura. Our countries are allied with each other, but you cannot enter our country without permission, so explain why you're here. Temari then spoke. You don't know anything, do you? She said, as she then took out a small slip of paper with her photo on it and then held it up. This is a traffic pass which allows us to enter your country and your village because we're going to participate in the tuning exams. The tuning exams? It's that time already? Thought Naruto with some surprise. Now that we answer your question, we are going, spoke Gaara as he and his siblings turned to walk away again. But Sasuke jumped down from the tree. Hey you there, Sasuke said. What's your name? Hearing this, Temari turned around with a smile. Me? She asked. No, that one. The one with the girt on his back, said Sasuke. Naturally, Temari was disappointed at this. Me? Gaara said as he looked around. I am Gaara of the Sand. And what is your name? He asked. I am Uchiha Sasuke. Gaara just nodded as he then turned and looked at Naruto. As he went silent, he then spoke. I am also interested in learning your name as well. Senju Naruto. Naruto replied calmly. After hearing this, the Sand siblings were surprised. Damn it! This is a guy that Sensei warned us about. The Senju, thought Kankuro. So this is the ear of the Senju clan. Figuring that Kankuro would pick a fight with the same person that Sensei warned us to avoid, thought Temari. She stared at Naruto with interest. I see, said Gaara. I have heard of you. You're the son of the legendary Sanin Tsunade. Naruto frowned a little by this because he was getting tired of everyone knowing him by Tsunade's son. Not that he was ashamed of his mother or anything, he just wanted them to know him as Naruto Senju. Will you be entering the Chunin exam as well? Asked Gaara with some interest. Maybe, Naruto replied emotionlessly. Hearing this, Gaara smirked slightly. Good, I look forward to meeting you in the Chunin exams. After that, he and his siblings jumped away. Things are certainly getting interesting, thought Sasuke and Naruto after they left. Way to go, boss, you were awesome, cried out Konohamaru as he pumped his fist in the air. Naruto just smiled at this, but his smile quickly turned to worry when he realized that he was late. Damn it, said Naruto. Listen guys, I have to go, I am so late, said Naruto as he was about to sunshine away when he saw a glimmer of light out of the corner of his eyes. Acting quickly, Naruto drew out his katana as he skillfully deflected about 5 shurikens and kunais that were coming to him at the same time, while at the same time he made sure that the shurikens did not hit Sasuke, Sakura or the kids. After deflecting them all, Naruto Shinobi's sense kicked in, warning him of an incoming attack. Listening to his senses, Naruto quickly spun around as he avoided a stab attack from behind him. As he smacked away the person's hand with the side of his blade, making the person drop their katana. He then kicked away the person's legs, causing them to fall down hard on the ground. As he then placed his foot on the person's throat, keeping them on the ground and from moving. After dealing with the incoming attack, Naruto saw 2 more flashes coming from each side. Knowing that he didn't have much time, Naruto quickly pulled out a kunai, blocking the first katana and using his own katana, blocking the other katana. All of this happened in a few seconds. As to Sasuke, Sakura and the kids, Naruto was walking away to sunshine out of there, but then he was attacked. Sasuke then quickly pulled out a kunai as he was ready to intervene, but a young girl with blonde hair spoke. It seems that you have gotten a lot stronger since the last time we met, Naruto. When Naruto heard this and he got a look at the second person, he instantly recognized who it was. Yujito? Naruto said as she smiled and nodded and pulled away her katana and placed it on her back. As she has grown up quite a bit, as she was now about a half a head taller than Naruto. Seeing that one of his attackers were Yujito, Naruto turned to his first attacker, who turned out to be Samui, who like Yujito, pulled back her katana and placed it back on her back and nodded to Naruto when he spoke her name. Samui has also grown up since the last time Naruto saw her. Once the girls pulled away their swords, Naruto quickly looked at his original attacker, who was struggling to get Naruto's foot off of her throat. As he looked down to see that it was Karu, as Naruto then moved his foot as she glared at him angrily. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And also guys, I am still going to give you guys the 1 hour special, so just stay in tune. I am still going to give you the 1 hour special guys, and you guys are going to really enjoy it. So just give me a bit more time, and okay guys, I'm out for now, and make sure to stay in tune for what if Naruto was trained to be a mercenary after this. But peace.